in my life in my 20s, a lot of different emotions come up, right? A lot of different emotions. Sometimes I feel like I be thinking like, where did time go? What was I thinking? I'm not proud of a lot of decisions that I made. I'm not proud of the way I treated people. I'm not proud of how I didn't take my dreams and my goals seriously. I didn't like the way most importantly, and this is probably going to be shocking, I didn't like the way I treated myself. There's a lot of things in my 20s when I was looking over my life that I did not like, right? And then a lot of those traits and a lot of the life I was living and the lifestyle that I was living, I noticed that it started bleeding into my 30s, right? And I'm like, no, all the life and all that stuff that I was going through in my 20s, ooh, my brows look good. My brows look good. Everything I was going through in my 20s, I told myself, look, we got to do some work because we cannot be in our 30s moving like this. We can't, right? And the same way I was feeling and that emptiness and the void and just but not proud of the life I was living, that same energy, I was bringing that into my 30s. I'm like, why am I feeling like this? I'm not proud of myself. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. So it took me a minute. I went through a lot of counselors and I'm like, okay, y'all making like things worse than it already is. Found the right counselor, really started, but I found a counselor that really believes in God, right? And so then I really start just like, really start like really loving on myself, right? Because I was like, you're always complaining and trying to say all the time. I'm always saying, oh, like people are not treating me right. How are they gonna treat me right if I'm not treating myself right? So then I started loving on myself, going on walks, doing my makeup more often, getting back into shape because I did pick up weight because I was so sad and depressed. I was just stress eating. I don't know if you guys are like that, but I just stress eating. If I'm stressed out, I go at 12 o'clock in the morning. Let's see what's in here so I can eat down and eat my emotions away, right? So, and then I started saying what I mean and really meaning what I say and really just truly being me. For the longest time, I was dimming my own light to make other people feel happy. I was dimming my own light because I didn't want people to feel like I was being arrogant or seem like that I was trying to outshine them or outdo them or anything like that. Because anybody else's insecurities, that's not my problem. Okay, that's not my problem. I gotta be me. So I told myself, look, I turn 34 next month, and I do not want to wake up being 40 years old and saying, look, the life that I wanted, I never got it because I didn't take the time to create it. And I'm an empath. So everybody's problems, what everybody else got going on, it's so easy for me to get sucked and consumed with that and not be there for myself. So I told myself, look, like we got to put you first. We got to put you first. So I started creating everything. I was like, when I pop back up, when people talk to me, I don't even want them to think they're talking to the same person. I want to re-event myself. And I want to completely be a completely different person when you talk to me. I don't want to talk the same. I don't want to curse. I don't want to use the same language. I don't want to be negative. I don't want none of that. I want to be a different person to myself. I want to be a different person better to my kids. I want to completely create the life I want. I don't want to envy somebody else's life. I want to take it in my own hands and create the life that I always wanted. I love to imagine. So all the time, I found myself escaping from my life, trying to just imagine myself going on to a beautiful trip in Italy and just sitting there and just eating the food and just looking beautiful, feeling beautiful, got the curls out, you know what I'm saying? Just in a really calm, cute little outfit that's cute but comfortable at the same time, and just exploring. And I'm just sitting there and I just see the wind blowing through my curls, and I just see me just breathing in and out and just looking up at the sun and just peace. And it made me really sad. And I feel like I'm getting sad because I was like, for the longest time I was like, you're just dreaming. You will never feel that. You will never do that. You're dreaming. You know, and even as a child, I was always escape my reality and imagine and create this whole entire life for myself, right? So then as I started praying, God told me, you can live that life. You can have that. But it's up to you. What are you going to do? What do you want to do? It's up to you. Everything is in your hands. You can recreate your life. You can start over, right? I never thought in a million years I will be a 33, almost 34-year-old still trying to figure this stuff out. relearning myself. I tell myself, what do you like? What don't you like? My favorite color changed. My food, my taste of food changed. Everything changed. Everything has been changing with me. Everything, right? So I'm learning myself all over again, but I love it, right? I'm moving out next month. I say right a lot. I'm moving out next month and my band came in. I'm like, I can create my place the way I want to create it. I can set the vibe that I want to set, the way I want it to smell, my bed set, the way I want it to look, the aesthetic. Everything is in my control. And I got happy because I forgot what peace felt like. I forgot what it feels like to just be focusing on yourself. I forgot what it felt like. Because I've been there for everybody else except myself. And now it feels great to really care and do what I want to do and live the life that I want to do. So I'm starting completely over from scratch. Completely over from scratch. And I am living in my truth. I'm living my truth. For the longest time, I felt like people are like, oh, well, like, you know, like, let's say when it comes to your relationships, you got to go about your relationships a certain way, your life a certain type of way. Like, I felt like people were always trying to tell me how to live my life, and the way I wanted to live my life, everybody made it seem like it was not the right thing. What's wrong with just being single, being by yourself, and just exploring the world? And exploring the world and allowing God to bring you to opportunities and really pouring into yourself, so that way you can pour into your kids, and that way you can create a generational wealth. I'm tired of hearing that word, you know, but you can build a bond so tight with God. He blesses you, so he makes sure that you're set, so that way you can bless your kids and make sure your kids don't have to struggle. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Then I tell myself, because I felt like everybody will always pick me apart and tell me what I'm not doing right. And I got to a point to where I hated myself. I'm like, I can't do shit right. Everybody's saying what I'm not doing right. I gotta be me. I gotta be me. I gotta live the life I want to live. And I gotta live it with no F's given. Try not to cuss. I'm starting over. I'm starting fresh, and it feels good. Of course, I'm still grieving my old life. Of course, it's hard because it's like you really don't want to let go. You always have a hope that things are going to work out. But when things are not aligned with your spirit, there's no getting around it. You can't get around it. If your spirit is not aligned, no matter how much you try to fit yourself in a box, no matter how bad you try to make it work, your spirit is not aligned. It's not going to work. And God's going to put you in a situation where you have to shift. So, before I used to be ashamed, like, bro, I'm almost 34 and I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but look, you live and you learn. And I'm really actually very excited for recreating and making the life that I want. Living my truth. It's scary on the other side. It's scary on the other side. And the person that I am is the person that I've been longing to be. I got tired of being like unhealed, living the same cycle, the same story each year, feeling the same emptiness feeling just living under what God has for me. Because what God has for me, he has so much more. And now I'm realizing that he does. Now I'm believing it. Before I did not believe it. I did it. My grandmother told me all the time, she's like, but you're blessed though. Do you know how blessed you are? And do you know that because you're getting blessed with abundance because you're thankful and you thank God for what you have now? I didn't understand that when she told me that. I didn't understand that. I've recreated my life. I'm stepping into God's blessings. I'm not showing up afraid no more. I'm showing up bold, beautiful, and myself. I'm not living shy no more. I'm not living in fear no more. I'm not living on worried about how other people feel. I'm living how I want to live my life. I'm doing what I want to do. And for the longest time, I carried other people's energy, other people's emotions all the time. And now I don't want to do that anymore. And I'm not. It's not too late. It's not too late, and I really, really, really feel like my life is like it's just beginning.